it's only going to decrease to the same level as Twitch. And that way my PC is only encoding one stream and not two. Which hopefully should mean that I can have in-game graphics at more than I did last time. Yeah, buddy, so can I, while Grumbles is streaming, and I know he's not listening, Grumbles, I think, is getting a little bit tired of the pineapple thing. So I'm making it a personal thing. I'm just not going to mention it. So I just ask other people, can you please just stop with the pineapple? Like, nothing like, you know, nothing nasty. I think he's just getting a bit bored of it. Like, he doesn't react to it anymore, and he kind of, I can just see on his face, because I know him quite well, I can just see on his face he's getting a bit tired of it. Yeah, it's gone on too long, because it's gone on for years. And so I'm just not making it a thing anymore. We need to find a new thing. Minogen, not, if it's not aimed at Ivan, sure. But if you're doing it because Ivan is there, I don't do it. Fish milk. Fish milk is the new pineapple. So yeah, so please don't tell him that I said that. But I suspect that he's just getting a little bit bored of it. Oh, my damn foot is going to keep cramping. Oh, my feet are not used to being stood on all day. The first few like sessions of standing up are going to be tough. Oh, apparently I'm downloading the entire mod pack again. Cool. If I'd known that, I would have pressed connect earlier. Oh well. The Cringer is already in, I think. Still streaming. It's my mouse. Oh no, he's gone offline. I would imagine he'll be in tomorrow. Yeah, no worries though. This is kind of expected. I was just wondering, because I did an extra, like I logged in about 2 days ago. And then before I took right before I took my PC apart last night, I did an extra login just in case it happened that there were no extra changes. So I thought I might get away with it, but apparently not. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Do with the break anyway. This is literally the first time I've stopped moving for a day. Yeah, so the so your in-game name in Eco is taken from your Steam profile name when you log in. So whatever that is set to, which is just a nickname, it's not your account name. Whatever that is set to is what the server grabs when you try, not even when you actually log in, but when you try to connect. Even before it asks you your password, I think this catches a few people out when they try and like, oh, I'll just try and do a sneaky login. That connection attempt is when it grabs your name. And so that's how you get your in-game name. But the game uses a voice service, a VoIP service called Vivox. And Vivox identifies you via your Steam ID, I think. Rather than, so I'm not sure what I come up as, actually. It'd be interesting. If someone could go to one of the other streams and when I'm talking to like Grumbles or someone and tell me what I come up as, I'd be quite interested. Because it might be my Steam account name, which has nothing to do with my streaming. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Because Yeah, so the funny thing is, I can't remember if it's Aya or Outlaw. I think it's Aya. She always comes up as a number. And I generally don't log into the Steam chat server. So I quite often have a problem in games with not being online. Grumbles will be like, I can't see you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, man, my voice. I've been spraying the cleaning things and the other cleaning things and the glass cleaning things and the fungus removing things. Picking up dust. Oh, and my vacuum cleaner broke. Just as I was about to remove a bunch of dusty furniture and try to clean around it and underneath it, my vacuum cleaner broke, so I had to do it all by hand. With cloths. And a bucket. That sucked. Yeah. Where's the couch? It's there. Still exactly where it was. That half of the room, other than having a bunch of junk in it from this half of the room, has not changed. You can literally draw a line across the middle of the room. That half of the room is the same. This half of the room is completely different. SPR, hello. We do still have Maisie sofa, yes. Currently. Although while I was struggling to find spaces to put things, I very, very nearly was like, right, that's it, it's gotta go. It's in the way. Think of all that space I could have. So I'm still considering that. I've got to get some quotes to see how much it would cost to get it taken away. That is large. We're nearly there. Let's see. Ooh. Logging in sounds. Ah. Appears to be someone here. Just gonna back up. Damn it, he's taken my spot. He's taken exactly. He's taken exactly where my spot was. He's literally just nicked it. It's exactly where I was gonna go. Damn it, Jim. I might have to talk to someone. Hello?
How's it going?
Sorry, just woke up on beach.
You woke up on the beach?
Yeah, I don't remember why.
Oh, you had one of those drinking nights, huh?
No, don't drink. Maybe hit head on coconut.
Dang, you having a rough morning.
Yeah, I am. Do you know where we are?
Well, this is where I plan on settling down. I just got here myself.
Well, it's a very nice bay. If I was looking for somewhere to settle down, this would be exactly where I would choose.
Yeah, I plan on building a tavern right here.
Oh, a tavern? Oh, you tavern
Yeah,
keeper.
I plan on. Yeah, make the brews.
Oh, hang on. I'm just gonna grab some beets. I'm starving. So you see anyone else around? Because I don't remember why I'm here.
I have not seen anybody at this location around here. No. Like I said, I just pulled up on the beach right there.
Hold up. Oh, you have canoe?
Yeah, I got a canoe.
Where did you get the canoe?
I got it from the academy. So, I don't know.
Oh. The academy is nearby?
Yeah, a little bit nearby. It is straight that way.
I wonder why. I wonder why I wake up on the beach like that. Did you see someone called, No, surely cannot be. Maybe she hit me on the head with a coconut. No, can't be. Anyway, my name Katagiri.
Katagiri, my name is Jim Jack.
Jim Jackson, nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too. Hopefully you don't wake up on the beach.
No,
more
I shall
often.
have to. I shall have to watch my back. I'm not sure if someone hit me
Might need to
overhead.
wear a helmet.
Well, maybe I should get a helmet. Let me look at your canoe.
Protect
Oh,
your
it's
head.
Academy canoe, quite nice. Oh, disgusting.
Yeah, I don't much care for corn either.
Which direction is Academy?
Straight in front of me that way. This way.
Oh, okay. I think what I do, Jim Jackson, is I will go walk along beach and see if I can see Academy, because it would be useful to get my bearings.
Yes, it would.
Well, I wish you success with your excuse me, salt water in throat. I wish you success with your tavern. I will definitely come back, although I hope that you stock some non-alcoholic beverage.
I will definitely stock some non-alcoholics.
Excellent. And do you do food?
I may occasionally do a little bit of food, but my main focus is going to be on the brews.
I see. Any other activities?
Not at the moment. Not that I can see myself doing.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you and your canoe. I will see you around.
It was nice to meet you too.
Goodbye.
Have a good day.
You too. I know still touched someone on checks. Haven't had a chance. He was literally standing right next to me when I spawned in. I'm gonna be logging in the middle of nowhere because when I logged in, I walked deliberately away from the spawn that I'd randomly clicked on, and I was like, no one is. It's not possible that anyone will be near me when I log in. Literally next to me. Okay, right, let's fix a few things. So, settings, display objects, vehicles and citizens. We kind of should mention that actually in the, I don't think we mentioned that in the rules, that those two kind of go together. You shouldn't have vehicles turned on. I don't think we said that. And I think we should. Right, so bloody hell. Bloody hell. Is that the PD? They're usually in the desert. I don't know why. Oh, it's over there. Jim Jackson. I love how when my character says Jack son, it sounds like Jackson. Jim Jackson. I love his voice. I love it. I love doing it. Let's look at this entire island over here. I think a bit screen too much. Do we go to the academy? I've had too long of a day to deal with crowds of people. Do I have my stuff and stuff? Okay, so they haven't admin me, but do I have my stuff? No, but I have... Okay, I've been given access to the Criminal Enterprises account of 40,000, but I haven't been admined. Maybe he got side quested. Because that seems strange. I guess maybe I go over here. So I'm pretty sure that Barovia is going to end up somewhere here. And I would like to... There's a mechanic that I would like to participate in, because I've never really seen anyone do it heavily, and I have never done it. Which is getting, like, building up a trade relationship with a town and then getting extra claim papers from them. So I'd really like to try and do that through IP. In order to do that, I don't want to be too far away. So maybe we just go and look peer across the water. The problem I have here is that I can't get to the academy because I don't have a boat, ironically. Even if I wanted to, I'd have to make a boat to get there, to get a boat. So there's not much point. Mikios, alive is a loose term. Definitely a loose term. Those trees. Let's zoom. You know? Can anyone remember what the zoom key is? Is it X? Yes, that is a tree. We could live over there. I'm not an admin. I can't. They haven't made me an admin. I am a pleb right now. I'm a pleb with a 40,000 criminal admin bank account. But I am still right now a plebeian. Yes, we are eating lots of beets. Yuck. New food. See, now, that's something that I would enjoy. In fact, that's what I had for lunch. Nah, he's indifferent. Should swim? Yeah, I could do it. I just don't have a reason to go to the academy right now. I will bear its existence in mind. Oh, that's pretty. I've been looking forward to seeing this. I was watching it on Grumble Stream. They've massively improved the weather effects and the SLG. Come on, I was literally just saying how good it looks. Dink. Nighttime. Oh, good. He hates pumpkin too. Here might work. Oaks over there. We've got birch. Sorry, I should mention I'm planning on doing logging. We got the birches and whatever that was. Cedars. Doesn't it have any cover art? I did definitely set a cover art. It's got a thumbnail. In my video settings, it has a thumbnail. I'll fix it later. I used my eco thumbnail that I used to use last time. It rains, yeah, it rains. There's fog. We might have done some things with the fog. Yeah, this looks pretty nice, right? They're along here somewhere. Or over there. It's a cool little lake. Might be cool. Easy access to the academy. Easy access to what's probably going to become the busiest island. PD's just there. Got Jack. And that might be pretty cool, actually. This ends up being populated by a town. That's fine. I'm down. More eco, I know, right? I'm a bit knackered, unfortunately, today, because while it sounded like a good idea to do my desk overnight yesterday and today, I probably should have done it earlier in the week. Because it was quite knackering. I kind of underestimated the amount of work. Oh well, never mind. The mist in the wetlands? I know, yeah. I quite like this one, but no one ever goes there. No one ever, lives there. But I need to be by the coast. And the swamp, it's never by the coast. So basically, it's either here or there, and I can always move. The problem I'm having right now is that I'm sitting under studio lights and I can't see anything. I think there's some trees. You can tell me what I'm looking at. Oh dear. Games when it's dark as a streamer. Sound and trees, thanks. Bear? I'll be offline for 3 days? I mean, I was offline for 2 days. And today it was kind of 50-50. Oh, this is kind of cool. It has a good aspect. Sit. Unfortunately, the emotes are broken. And yeah, pumpkins. Hey, dear. Ooh, this looks nice. I hear something. Am I hearing a person or am I hearing a deer? No, I can definitely hear running. They're in the trees. Well, I think we'll sit up here. Oh, the others I haven't been attacked yet, but I haven't seen an animal that attacks you, so who knows? Okay, I can't really see, so I'm just gonna. Oh god, I've been playing too much Vintage Story. It's gonna take me a while. Oh, do I have... No, good. Is adjusting brightness? I could turn it up a little bit, but the problem is it's also going to turn it up for you. Unfortunately, the screen I'm using is not very bright. I've got it on like max, and it's still too dark. There's not a lot I can do about that other than turn it up for me and then like filter the stream or something. Graphics. Brightness. I've already got it on 110. I don't want to make it too bright for you. Marginally better. Yeah, I don't want to make it look stupid for you. All right. Rotate. Can you like free rotate them? Report on placing a homestead at Blair. Potential parent towns, none. Potential parent for nations, the world. Okay. Plonk. I am now a citizen of the world. Thanks. Now I have to try and remember how to play Eco. Okay, so we have stuff, things. Oh, I need to get my sunglasses. Very important. Okay, that does not work the same way as it does in Vintage Story. Why am I? Oh, it's half. Yeah, I remember. Control click is half stack. Okay, so food, go in backpack. Machete. X. Oh no, I need to get in the right slot. So hammer is slot 1. X. Shell is 3. Machete is 5. That's how we do that. Stick that in there. Oh, Gunny, I hope that goes smoothly. Good luck with that. Right. We should probably make... Oh, yeah, the easy part is always the wood. The hard part is always the rock. When there's no outcrops. Looks like there might be a little outcrop over there. Nope. That is... sand. Feels so weird jumping in this. Eco definitely has stronger gravity than Vintage Story. Don't. Why am I hearing running? I think that's the deer. Right, we get a little stockpile of this right now. Right, who's my first victim of the season? Oh, sugar, I was going to spend a star. Because I know what I'm doing already. Will we start doing stuff? When I remember what the key is. Yeah. I haven't seen the tech tree yet since we modded it. Mixology is in there. Trash collector. Binman. Public sanitation engineer. Standard. Some of the recipes have moved around, but the majority of the professions are standard. Certainly the ones that I'm looking at have not been changed much. Okey-doke. Yeah, so holy crap, we've got 8 loggers. Unfortunately, it's integral to my story that we're going to be doing that. So I guess we're just going to have a whole bunch of loggers. That's pretty normal. Where is the miner in this? No. Tell, there's actually more miners than loggers. Interesting. Interesting. Well, anyway, we can take that. I will, if no one interrupts me, I'll attempt to tell you the story. If someone walks up to me, I'll have to stop talking. But so basically, this character. Holy loud, Batman! Where did it go? What? Oh, have they changed the way the chopping works? Or did that land vertically? Oh, it landed vertically. Okay. You okay, tree? You okay? You know gravity exists, right? Gravity? Ever heard of gravity? No? No gravity. They land harder, yeah. Tree chopping's always been a bit buggy. So this character, whose name in the sort of Western format is Shinsuke Katagiri, but he would say Katagiri. Shinsuke. Is basically an ex-Yakuza, ex-gangster. And before his time in Eco began, he was not the leader, but he was pretty senior. And he fell into disrepute with the rest of the organization, which is called the organization, and got cast out or had to leave because if he didn't, he would have been murdered. And so he left, and then on the test season 6 months ago, he attempted to form his own criminal gang. But no one wanted to be in his criminal gang. And so he has decided now on this server, or like in between that server and this server, he has decided that he is done with that world. He is done with the criminal underbelly, ne'er-do-wells, gangsters, and that he's going to go straight. And the reason for this, for me as a player, is when on the test server, I was performing the crime admin role and helping people to perform crimes. I was also trying to play a crime boss, and that didn't work. I found it to be a massive conflict of interest. And so I'm going into this season as the crime admin, not playing a criminal. Although he's an ex-criminal, so there's still that kind of possibility that I might get into a bit of, you know, something at some point, or get pulled into it, or whatever. It's possible. I'm not closing that door. But I'd like to stay out of it as much as possible. And so he's going to attempt to go straight. And the way that he's going to do that is before he joined the Yakuza, as he was growing up, his mother, who was very disapproving of that whole world that her husband was in, because his father was a big gangster guy, his mother decided that to try and get a good influence for him, that she would send him during the summers to stay with her dad, his grandfather, who was a carpenter and a shipwright. And so he would spend the summers with his grandfather, chopping down trees and learning how to turn it into like planks and treated wood, and then turning that into furniture and houses and all sorts of things. And so he has decided that in the autumn of his years, that he is going to go full circle back to his childhood and use the skills that he learned from his grandfather, although they're very rusty, so he has to learn them again. And he's going to chop trees and try and make boats. And so that's what we're going to be doing as my focus. I enjoy that process as a player, although I've never done shipwriting, so that's new. And the other thing I want to do is take advantage of the outposts mechanic in the game, where if you are not part of a town, you can... And so one of the reasons I've settled kind of a place where there's probably not going to be a town, although this guy might become a nexus, is because I don't want to be in a town. Because I want to take part in this outpost mechanic where I go to towns and I try to get them to give me claim papers. I'm going to try and get them to do that without paying them, which is going to be difficult. So yeah, hopefully we'll get to form some trade relationships with some towns, get to meet some interesting people, sell some people some boats. And I don't know what I'm going to spend my third star on. I'm going to save that one, and we'll just see where the wind takes us. Yeah. No, so the drinking alcohol is something that actually came from... So, are you impressed that I've actually thought about this? So the no drinking alcohol part comes from the fact that when he was in organized crime, particularly Japanese organized crime, obviously you're constantly in danger because they don't involve the authorities, the police never get involved in anything, it's all settled in-house. And so it's a very dangerous environment, especially if someone suspects that you are up to no good, suspects that you are planning some kind of coup or whatever. And when you're high up but not at the top, it's a very dangerous place to be. And so for most of his time as in organized crime, he preferred not to drink just so that he could keep his wits about him, just so he could like be aware of what was going on around him, be aware of anyone sneaking up to him, behaving strangely, having a strange lump in their pocket or whatever, which if he was drunk he wouldn't be able to notice necessarily. And so, yeah, it's more about just wanting to not have his faculties impaired rather than sort of a moral thing or a health thing. He just likes to know what's going on. Right. Meanwhile, everyone else is like, I built a skid steer. Yeah, and at this point in his life, having done it for decades, it's just become his way of being. Whereas now, rather than it being a thing for safety, it's probably going to be more of a thing for just keeping his head clear and, you know, trying to circle back round to sort of a more childlike way of being. Hours to skid steer, yeah, exactly. I did notice as I was watching Grumbles log in, I saw at the top of the screen, Bo Brixby started Wheelbarrow Project. So Mitt is famous for doing like 20-hour eco streams every day, day after day. He's also a very, very good role player, but he likes to get his grind on. Right, what the hell are we doing, Stats? Just focus. Unagi. Oh, shall I? Oh. Shall I do that? I could do that. Should we do that? Should we do unagi as a thing? I didn't do that on the test server. I wonder how many people will get the reference. The thing is, it doesn't really make sense because he would be a Japanese speaker. Or I'm not going to speak Japanese, but he would be a Japanese speaker and he would know what that means. Yeah. Maybe we look up an appropriate Japanese word to replace it with it. Who is the eel, exactly? Right, let's make a workbench. And then we can go and retrieve the other half of our tree that's in the tree. Well, it is. This game doesn't have no mute on mouse out, so when I go into Discord, which I will be frequently, the sound will stop. It's not you, it's me. Alright, so for the tool bench, we need a bit more wood. Anyone see my tree? And she comes. Ooh, have they updated the sound? I hadn't noticed that. Oh, they have. Oh, that's much nicer. It's got a lot more bass in it. It used to be very trebly. It's got a bit more resonance in it. Right, where the hell am I going to get rock from? I don't want to dig. Should we go and see what that is? Lots of. Oh, they've changed that sound as well. If any of you are playing Eco, because I hear this every time I play an RP. I hear this every time I play an RP server. You don't have to press E. Please save yourself from repetitive strain injury. You don't have to press E to pick stuff up. Just hold the key down. Every season, I come across someone who doesn't know that, and they're like, "Oh my god, I've been pressing E the entire time." Right, let's take this out of our... So we can make one of those. Plug. No, I didn't mean to do that. What's with the screen tearing? I haven't seen screen tearing in a game for years. What's going on? That's when I look up and down. I don't think you can see that quite as much as I can. It is nevertheless there. No, I don't want to sleep. I'm trying to interact with the flipping storage. Right, so let's... If you don't want to use the annoying cling tool, just use the map. Just do that now, not there. Oh, that's not the right color. No. Too bright. Okay, go. Hello? Oh my god, look at it. Look at all the angles. I know. You can make it look organic. And have stuff at it. Just slight jaunty angle. Like... Isn't that amazing? So you can set the exact angle. This is the default setting. Set the exact angle, and then you can move it where you want it. How amazing is that? It just instantly makes it look more lived in, more real. So that is potentially how someone would set that area up. So much better. So much better. Yeah. I don't think you can do it with absolutely everything, but the vast majority of stuff, including like wall hangings. I was watching Grumbles play with it a few days ago, yesterday, and he was using the what's it called, like the bunting and like the curtains and stuff, and that's free movable as well. So you can have it exactly where you want it, rather than having to like stick to certain parts of the wall, which is very cool. I can't wait to see what people do with that. It's going to be amazing for creative building, because people are going to find ways of using that system that the devs hadn't even thought of. Guaranteed. Okay. Where do we start? We should probably start by making a canoe, honestly. Seems like didn't get the free one. Just to make sure I can go to places. Oh, no, wrong one. On the Egyptian canoe, because it looks cool. Grandfather teach Egyptian canoe making for some strange reason that I do not know. He just like Egypt. They did. Yep, well known. They had trade relationships, envoys. It is well known that Tutankhamun was buried with some gyoza. I don't know. A bento box. Now that word is getting around, there's loads of people joining the Discord. Oh, is there an eco season? Yes. Go make gyoza. Made in China. There are some curious things interred with some of the mummies. I think didn't they find something that was from South America? I think they found obviously it'd be very different to the strains today, but I think they found marijuana, which is native to South America and was, you know, thought to be unheard of in Africa and Europe until much more recently. So the question is, how did it get there? I need to ask Lima about that, because I don't know whether that story is apocryphal. It might be. The TC stream I haven't seen. I can have a look at the stream preview. Oh, he's wearing the. Oh, I need to get mine as well. This Katagiri wears these. Rest of that stuff, I don't think we're going to use. Yeah, there's a banana shirt. Yeah. Yeah, the hat with the dollar sign on top, that was Phobos's hat, you might remember. That was from the Capitalists and Socialists event that they did for the release of their big update a year and a half ago. I also have the same hat. Capitalist top hat. And then the Socialists had this one. It's like a CCCP thing. With the Hawaii shirt? Yeah. Yeah. Tiger is also wearing an interesting outfit, I think. I think he carefully crafted it yesterday to look like someone was trying to be coordinated but didn't quite manage it. Like someone who's pretending to know about fashion but actually doesn't. Yeah, I love the sort of like the seed of his character. Yeah, I hope he didn't mind me feeding him a lot of ideas because I was DMing him ideas as well. I'm like, oh, you could do this, you could do this. I hope he didn't mind me doing that, but I just really latched onto the idea of that character. It's really interesting. And we are definitely going to meet that character. Why can you make a green trash bin in the Stone Age? It's plastic. All right. Wheels in motion. All right. Now, can I? So. Oh, 2 people have already taken shit. Oh. No, they haven't. No, they have not. I thought that was a bit odd. Like, they released shipwright for the beginning? No. They have not. Yeah, so we're going to be stuck with the canoe for a bit until that gets released. So in the meantime, because I have logging, I can make hewn, so I can skip the Adobe age, which is nice. Is building something out of Adobe and then having to switch it all over to hewn is always annoying. Oh, yeah, absolutely doing the Academy. You just haven't seen it here because I don't need to go there. And it kind of makes sense for my character as well. But if you go and look at some of the other streams, you'll see some people there. I think, Bodus will probably be there most of the time today. So if you want to go and see the Academy, just pop over to Bodus's channel. And you shall see it. The thing is, I haven't seen it because I've been deliberately trying not to look at what they've done because I'm playing a normal character. I'm not one of the Academy admins. And so I've been, like, they've been posting, like, pictures of all the puzzles and stuff that they've been doing as usual. And then, like, you know, rooms inside the Academy. And I've been trying not to look at that because I want to, like, if I decide to experience that, I want to experience it myself. So even I haven't seen that. Every time they post something that's sort of like Academy internal, I'm like, la 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 la, not looking. Now, yeah, so can already make a shipyard. That's pretty cool. If I make a carpentry table. We can make a bigger bit of furniture. So I think mostly end up doing a bit of charcoal. That's more of an Ernie thing, honestly, but we could end up doing a bit of charcoal. I'm just trying to plan out in my head, like, what am I going to do before I can get my hands on shipwright? Probably mostly going to be building trade relationships for Hugh. Because there's going to be so many people logging, it's probably not even going to be a thing. So we might just end up supplying logs. So I guess let's start making some human stuff. Let's do a stockpile. The hell was that? No. No, no. 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 Go away, you little dick. One of the first things I'm going to do is make myself a bow because this is stupid. Whacking a fox over and over and over again with a machete. And it's just like, nope, 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 nope. What did the fox say? I think it was something like, Mah! Approximately. What do I do with it? Because we're gonna, if we have to fight the animals, we're gonna end up with loads of carcasses that we don't need. What am I supposed to do with it? Yeah, it's stupid, but if you have a bow, you do like 1 damage per arrow or whatever. And so you can kill a wolf in like 3 shots. But if you try and use a machete, it's like 30. It's stupid. That's what it looks like when you try to use Mozilla. Do you not have a good relationship with Mozilla? My brain is not working right now. What am I doing? I don't know. What did I literally just say I was going to do before that fox statement? Oh, stockpile. So we can actually store stuff. Probably also make myself a campfire so that I can eat not raw stuff. I also heard someone talking about maybe the campfires keep the animals away, which is interesting. Right, let's go and get some more rocks. The fox is on fire for a reason. Is the reason Evan? Dark again, I can't see. I'm so glad they fixed the bugs with the mining. Too hungry to do that. 78 people now. Stuck. Stuck. Yeah, I'm interested to see how people are going to react to the aggressive animals, he says, walking through a crowd of wolves. I do wonder whether we will get some requests. Give it 24 hours. I think we might start getting some tickets. Suspicion. What is with the lighting game? I think you mean Timbaru. Timber. Timbaru. Timbaru. Katagiri. Katagiri? Who the hell's Katagiri? Katagiri Shinsuke does not say timber. I really like that new sound. Start chopping the tree. Well, you know, if you got the skills. You spent your youth, you know, chopping trees. You know how to do a good swish, side swipe, you know, sidestep. No, the survival games. There are some. I think. Oh man, what's the one that grumbles and Doc really like? Icarus. Yeah, Icarus. In Icarus, they will fall on you. I think maybe Rust. There's definitely a few. Right, so can you free place these? Presumably not. No. As I suspected. Valheim? Yeah, maybe. That would not surprise me. Do you remember if Atlas did? I don't think it does. It tends to be the more hardcore ones that do, like Sons of the Forest and things like that. Okay. Did I make... Nope. Yes. Let's find out if we like cooked things. Actually, did I try tomatoes? No. Let's try a raw tomato. No. He does not like anything. Do I like beet seeds? Oh, really? Really, Katagiri? Really? You like, okay. Can't stand beets. Loves the seeds. Okay. Raw fit? No, okay, right, okay. Oh, I've just realized I'm on top of it. Japanese guy. Let me fix my position. Japanese guy, right? Ooh, one thing on my camera. I'm just going to send you into the audioless void for a second because I cannot be bothered to go into studio mode. Give me a sec. That glow filter does not work with NVIDIA Broadcast. Yeah, so, raw fish, Japanese guy, right? He's gonna like it, right? He's gonna like the sashimi, right? Right? What do we reckon, chat? Should we do it? Would you like a prediction? We could do a channel point prediction. Let's do it. Will Katagiri like sashimi? Oh, why can't I set the title from there? Would hate it. I love sashimi. Love it. Right. So 3 outcomes. So some kind of positive, some kind of negative, or indifferent are the options. I'll give you a minute. This is not necessary. So sushi and sashimi are not the same thing. So sashimi is raw fish specifically. Sushi does not have to be fish. Sushi is fish or vegetables or fruit, actually, technically, on rice with nori. Faye voted no. Yeah, that would be my guess too. Because that makes no sense. Yeah, sushi names the rice, exactly. Exactly. Looks so silly when I make that face. Oh, I'm used to 2-minute predictions. 67% say yes, 4% say indifferent, 29% say no. I think that was indifferent. Yes, indifferent. Okay is like the neutral. So it is the 3 people who voted that, including Mutzel. Hey, Wacky. Are you playing? Are you in? Cha-ching! There you go. Mutzel, congratulations. Oh well, at least he didn't hate it. That's fine. I can cope with it. Did I try tomato? Horrible. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, I can cook the animal. Ooh, I forgot you can do it directly from the carcass. That's cool. Nuts. Fish. Is surprised I'm still awake? Me too. I've got a really itchy nose. You know when you've like, I don't know whether you've ever like done a really like mucky, dusty cleaning job, and you have that feeling of just, I haven't had a shower yet because I haven't had time. You have that feeling of just being like, ugh, grimy and like it's up your nose and in your throat. I have that feeling right now. I really want to go and have a shower. Scrub. Take a bottle brush to my nostrils. That takes 9. Oh. Yeah, I haven't done that many flights, but yeah, I know the thing. The longest flight I've ever done was non-stop from Seattle to London. After that, I felt horrible. Mainly because I got drunk. Because in the States, I couldn't drink because I was too young. But on a British Airways flight, where it's the UK, I could drink. And so I got absolutely wankered. And my dad picked me up at 5 a.m. I did warn him that I was going to be drunk. After a whole year of not being able to drink. After a year of being at university and drinking all the time. You're not allowed to get wankered in the US at any age. What's the point in living there? It's a human right, surely. Although I also think it's a human right to smoke plants, but, you know, that's just me. Or eat mushrooms. Or lick rocks, or whatever you want to do. If you want to do that, go ahead. So you don't have to use words like wanged. Gazebo. Smashed, wasted, drunk, but not wanked. Okay. My character's name is, well, it depends. So, in English, it would be Shinsuke Katagiri. But he would say, because obviously the names are reversed, and you'll see Shinsuke Katagiri above his head. But Katagiri is the family name, so he would say Katagiri Shinsuke. But he normally calls himself just Katagiri. Katagiri. I like watching people trying to work out which one. When I say, you know, when he introduces himself, says I'm Katagiri. You can see people like having a bit of a. Is that your first? Because they then look above your head, right? Because your name is above your head. And I'm saying Katagiri, but Katagiri is the second name. So you can see them kind of work out. Okay, is that your family name or is that your first name? But no one has ever asked me. Dave, yeah. Well, on the test server, Bodus's character was calling him Catagirl. Catagirl. It's a Japanese, yeah. So, although I will never make a reference to Japan because I believe, certainly in the lore of this world, those countries don't exist. So you won't hear me mention Japanese, you won't hear me mention Japan. If someone else does, I have to kind of work with it, but he's from a Japan-like country, not Japan itself, because Japan doesn't exist in this context. Like, our characters aren't speaking English. They're speaking, you know, common or whatever, in my mind. Cat ears? I don't think so. There's quite a wide variety of clothing, but I don't think that's a thing. I think it depends on context, Packenberg, as to like where they are. So yeah, like so I was trying to think, like the Olympics, for example. There's just kind of like a standard way of doing it, which is you put the first name first and the family name second. In my experience, in most sort of contexts like that, like sporting events, to get around that confusion, what they'll do is they'll write the family name in capital letters, and they'll write the first name in lowercase, so it's clear which one it is. And that gives them the freedom then to, if it's like a Japanese name, for example, they'll have capitals for the first name and lowercase for the second name, so that it's obvious which one is the capitals, or obvious which one is the family name, but also it's the right way around for the people whose name it is. But yeah, a lot of Japanese stuff depends on context, yeah. Sipangu? Yeah, I could use Sipangu. That's true. Because a lot of people probably wouldn't know what that is. Or I thought about just saying Nippon. It's Japan and Japanese. It's two things. Alright, so I am going so slowly right now. Will I like meat? No. God, it's so picky. Will I like charred fish? No. Oh my god. He likes nothing apart from the seeds. It's the only thing he's reacted to positively so far. Let's switch these around so I get a beat. Picky eater. He was on the test server as well, actually. Vegan? I don't think he's vegan. Fruitarian? He might be a fruitarian. He's a bird. Oh, you might be actually, yeah. Maybe. Right, let's try charred. Right, come on, charred tomato. Come on, Katagiri. Charred tomatoes. You ready? It's gonna be nummy. He likes nothing. Nothing. Pineapple. It could be pineapple. Let's see. Rice is a seed. Oh, rice is a seed. Yeah, we'll have to go and find some. There should be some just through the trees. Because that's the swamp. Should we go and have a look? While that's cooking. Have a look. Through the wolves. Is over here is the ogre swamp. Okay. Pineapples are just big seeds. Am I in a community? No, so I'm, I did explain earlier at quite some length my plan, but basically, I want to take advantage of a mechanic in the game where, or like experience a mechanic in the game where towns can support outposts, so solo players. And that's a jagged. And oh, I don't have a repeat. I don't have a sickle. Oh, it's this one. No. Back to make a sickle. Um, yeah, so I want to lean into that mechanic because people don't often do that. The people who make sort of lonely guy outposts tend to just kind of keep themselves to themselves and just play the game, in my experience. Not all the time, but they do. And so I would like to give at least one of the towns, hopefully Barovia, the experience of having that from the town's point of view. Because I'm adminning on the server, I have the luxury of, you know, being a bit more lackadaisical with what I do. And so I want to give a town that experience of having that interaction. Because the towns have been given, I think, quite a few of those claim papers. And so it is, if you are a solo, sort of out on your own kind of settlement, it's worth doing that. It's worth going and interacting with the towns. Should be some good RP, because those things are quite valuable. It's going to be quite difficult to get them out of the towns. The map is very large. It's a 4-kilometer map, which is insanely huge. Oh, it needs rock. Everything needs rock. Nice buffalo. Friendly buffalo. I don't know if I can see this. Is it ever going to be daytime? Or is it just really dark in this forest? Archie Benton unlocked the achievement Hammertown. Step. Hammertown. It's called Dimworld? Yeah, I guess it is. That's true. Ooh, I should grab a pumpkin and cook it. Maybe if they took, yeah, that's just, yeah, let's get it. Maybe a method acting. I received some, okay, cool, thanks. I have rev share, and I just got some rev share. I received some eco credits because someone bought some stuff. Thank you, Kent Get Right. Much appreciation. I wish you could make that sticky. Oh, is there no cooked pumpkin? What? Pumpkin in a campfire would be amazing. I guess maybe if you have campfire cooking. All right, fine. I'll just. There is a preset currency. Yeah. Actually, I don't know what it's called. Dips? Probably dips. Have we given out the money yet? I don't know if they've given out the money yet. Season derps, yeah. Derps. Apparently it's 600 starting derps, which I don't have. Because despite asking to get the stuff, I didn't get the stuff. I need the stuff. I don't need the stuff right now. Using soup. Yeah, there's campfire salads and stuff that you can use. I think those kind of recipes are locked behind the campfire cooking skill, which I do not have. What's it doing? Did I make a sickle? I think my brain is dead. No, I didn't. Crafting. Sickle. Yeah, Steel Arrow. I've only experienced one server that didn't have a starting currency. It was a bit weird. It was Greenleaf, which by all accounts is a very good community and very well run and very well set up. But they didn't have a currency. And the players who play like that, they're not roleplay players, they're just players. They like to do things in a certain way. And if you don't do it that way, they get a bit frustrated with you. Which is very interesting. Like if you set prices wrong, or what they see as wrong, then they get upset with you, which is a bit weird, considering that it's literally a free market economy simulator. But by all accounts, those servers are very well spoken of. Leave me alone. You leave me alone. Right, is he gonna like raw rice? He finds raw rice okay. What's the bet that he hates boiled grains? You absolutely can make sushi. There are several different kinds. Easy to cook for you. It just hates everything. Yeah, absolutely. Apart from seeds. Just give him a seed bag. Perfectly happy. Right, can I make boiled brains? I think I can. Yeah, I can. Nope, that's my stocking. Extremely basic porridge, yeah. Can you call just boiled rice porridge? I guess you can. Can porridge be made with any grain? If it can be made with any grain, then I guess just, yeah, boiled rice is a porridge. Water, grain, porridge. It's a sick food in Japan. Cool. Right, boiled grains. Really? Well, that's two okay foods. It It's gonna take me a while to get these keys again. Is it daytime? Daytime, nighttime. Nighttime, daytime. Katagiri, hi. This time, Katagiri, go clean. Server restarting. Well, damn. So we should probably log off, which is good because I need to pee. You have a show? You can play tomorrow. We start on Thursday for a reason, so that it gives us a bit of a gentle start. There will be plenty of time, don't you worry. I mean, the beauty of this setup with the slow technology release is that if you join even like several days late, it's no big deal. Is, you know, after like at the end of the weekend, there will have only been like maybe 1 or 2 new techs released. And so you're not really missing anything. You can still absolutely like catch up in economy terms. Not that that should be your focus, but you can definitely still contribute to the economy and like slot right in. As opposed to servers where it's sort of faster paced, where if you join after a few days, you kind of, it's difficult to slot in. Right, I'm just going to go and take a quick bio and maybe grab a snack, and I'll be back in a minute. Journey to new activity
said, "Clay my tit like a Polaroid picture."
I'm sorry, Amy. Where is the word tit in that sentence? So the clips, clips on Twitch are permanent. So if you clip things, like when the streamer gets a double strike with the same volley, like, yeah. If you clip things, they're there forever. It's a good stats run if I start gesturing, yeah, because I'm not much of a hand gesture. I'm sorry, what? That's it? Okay. If you run over the top of a submarine in this, don't expect much, because you only get 2. They're 5,000 damage, which is pretty good, but you only get 2 of them. And they go really close together, so if you actually get them on target, you will nail that sub. But you have to get it exactly correct. A rough massage. So if I do this, right? Yeah, and then we, maybe we could just do like the Barovian tickle fingers. Maybe we could do that. Can we maybe, like, yeah, there we go. Yeah. No, that, no, what do you, no, that, no, that's, my fingers have finally got used to this heal key. Oh, that's pretty effective here.
There's the server.
Ooh.
What sound was that?
That was the sound of me doing 23k unexpectedly with those bombs. Holy shit.
That needs to be a new sound clip.
Yep, someone clipped for whatever that was.
What the?
No.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh. Ow.
Yeah.
I dare you to type, there's a flag for that.
Whoa, whoa, no. No. No.
No, okay.
Bad stats.
Too much. Yay, TZ went there. Good.
Now I'm gonna get...
Ow! Freaking ow!
That's
Who was
got
that?
What you deserve.
Ow.
Probably the Thunderer or Airfirst.
Very appropriately, that clip had TC in it. Like I'm standing up. Yay! I can step back. Hello, TC. Me like I can dance. Like I'm swinging my hips. You can't see my hips, but I'm swinging my hips. Standing desk. I know, right? And Grumbles as well. Thank you very much. Gee, I wonder if there's just been a server restart, which has caused YouTube to go like, yeah, it's time. Thank you so much, Grumbles. Thank you so much, TC. I hope that you had a fun, first hour or so. I've been just, chilling because I've had a busy day. We're just in the middle of nowhere, just on our own.
Hydrate.
Just chatting to chat. Audio is crisp as the sky is blue. Yeah, you need to tweak the audio very slightly because I haven't adjusted it for the different acoustics in this position I'm in. But it should be fine. No one else apart from me will care. Or even notice. Welcome. Yeah, Grumbles was saved by the server restart. Yeah. They probably changed something. Welcome. Hello. For those of you who don't know, I might look a bit different if you haven't been here for a while because I, over the past day, the literal like round the clock day, have changed my streaming setup completely. And I was supposed to finish considerably before the start of the season so that I would have time to help out and prepare and all that kind of stuff. I think I finished in terms of having everything finished and my audio working and everything 20 minutes before the server opened. So I haven't had much time to think about anything or whatever. So yeah. So thank you very much for the rates. So I will be playing a character called, you can see the name there, Shinsuke Katagiri, or as he would say, Katagiri Shinsuke. And you may have seen him on the test server 6 months ago. Same character, continuation of his story. I have a firm plan for what I want to do on this server as a, big handfuls. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Silva. You are a very nice shade of pink. Would I ever wear a furry costume? I guess yes. Wouldn't be my first choice of activities, but I don't have anything against it, particularly. Not against furries. I'm not a furry, but I'm not against furries. If that's what you mean. Doesn't do anything for me. Bear pelt stats hunter. Are you, sorry, I asked you earlier, Wacky. I didn't see your answer. Are you in? Did you manage to get in? Sub goal? I don't do things like that, generally speaking. I have nothing against streamers who do you know what I'm doing? I'm muscle memory looking at where my camera normally is. I need to learn to look there. I have nothing against streamers who do this kind of thing, but I don't like feeling like sounds like a bit of an extreme phrase, but like a performing monkey. Like so you'll notice I don't have any like, dude, although I might do, do 10 press ups, drink, eat a chili. Like, I don't do that kind of thing generally. It changes the dynamic of the community, and I don't like where it goes. So I generally don't do those kind of things. Takes the power out of the streamer's hands. And if they're not feeling like it at the time, chat will kind of demand that they do it. And I've seen a few streamers like who obviously don't want to be doing what the thing that they've said that they will do, and I don't want to ever be in that position, so I don't do it. Off to a good start. So I am so tired, Grumbles, that I've literally just the thing is, when I spawned in to like download the mods a couple of days ago, I just randomly picked a spawn on the map, thinking that I'd be able to like just fly to the academy if I want to. And while I was there, I happened to find a really nice little spot, just randomly where I logged in. And so I'm like, oh, this would be a really cool place to set up. And it's like in the middle of the swamp ass nowhere. And so the chances of anyone else picking that on day one is like 0. I logged in, and there is a guy standing literally next to me. Like, right there. So the nice little bay that I found can't have that one because it's got someone in it already. But to quote TC's character name, find us, keep us, right? So he can have it. But we had a nice chat. He seems like a cool guy. So I might move, but I've set up just around the coast from him, so we might end up doing stuff. We'll see. I think we're probably close enough that we could town if we wanted to. Right, let me catch up with a couple of things. So, Silver, thank you very much for the 2 months, 9 months. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Amaruk, thank you very much for the 25 months and the Prime. Yeah, the new setup is very, 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 very new and not complete. There is a whole area. Sorry, not used to this. There is a whole area behind me, which is going to become another venue. I don't know what the word is. Another scene, another set for the stream, hopefully. So that will get done gradually. Green screen? No, no. So one of the things that I have done with this setup is get rid of my fucking green screen. I hate it. I hate it. I actually hate it. One of the best parts of the last 24 hours was taking down my green screen. We are going to go back to a combination of using NVIDIA Broadcast and nothing. Au naturel. I hate it, quiet. Do you know how much I hate chroma key? I hate it. Pink screen. Yeah, pink screen. Cringer uses a blue screen. Fun fact. Yeah, I might hate it slightly. Yeah, exactly. I can wear green. I haven't got any green objects, but I can show you green things. The only problem is that because I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast, if I hold something up, it's not necessarily going to appear, although NVIDIA Broadcast has got much better at realizing, oh, there you go. Human is holding something. Oh, no, he's not. How do I have no background? NVIDIA Broadcast. So NVIDIA make a piece of software called NVIDIA Broadcast, which can do some really cool things. The two main things that it can do are background removal and also background replacement and things like that. similar to, you might have seen in other bits of software, but like really, really good because it's driven by NVIDIA's AI that they have embedded into their graphics cards. And so if you have a 2000 series or later, you can use it. And then the other thing they have, which is also really amazing, is they have AI-based noise removal. So if you're in a very noisy environment, machines in the background, fans, aircon, whatever, it can tidy up your audio really, really well. You have no other options. I used to use that. I don't use it anymore. But their background removal is just like, it's magic. Because there's an entire room behind me and you can't see it. Yeah, because as I move, yeah, sure. 1660. I think I might be, actually, maybe I'm wrong about that, because there was, when I had my 1080, there was a workaround that allowed you to kind of fudge it. It didn't work particularly well because the card's not very powerful, but or by modern standards. But I've got a funny feeling now I think about it that they might have actually added official 1000 series support. So you might find you can use it. Just might not be particularly great. Yeah, you can see. So if you look very, very carefully, if I go on to this scene where it's bigger, if you look very carefully, you might occasionally catch a little, I can't quite find it. You might occasionally find a little glimpse of a painting. One of my favorite artists is Jack Vetriano. And I have the Billy Boys on the wall behind me. Are you set up to do a seamless live sit down? You mean like this? Yes. However, right now I want to send it. Yeah, I've got a stool. So that I don't have to, if I want to just for 5 minutes to sit down or stand up, I can do it without changing heights. I can change the height, and I might do that at some point if I want to sit down for a long time. But generally speaking, the desk will stay the same, and the stool will be used. Has my couch survived? The couch is untouched. So that entire half of the room is unchanged. So far. This half of the room, not so much. Is it a picture of rock? No. Jack Vetriano, the Billy Boys. You can Google it. It's a famous painting. I'll just look down. Hangman. I strongly encourage you to give that feedback. I strongly encourage anyone who is being annoyed by that to give feedback. I would. but I'll get labeled as a whingy bastard. So I'm not going to right now. Did they do my thing? No. Corn is horrible? Everything's horrible with me. Literally everything. It's daytime, I can see. Pineapple and pumpkin. I haven't found a single food that he likes. Not yet. I haven't tried that many, to be fair. So far, everything is either okay or horrible. Maple. Hello, that's a name that I know. Why do I know that name? Why do I know Maple IRL? Did I get raided into you recently? I know the name. What do you stream normally? What kind of IRL? I'm sure I've been in your channel recently. Can't think why. You put someone in. You've been arresting people already. What do they do? It's probably just from being around RP then. Yeah, I recognize them. Yeah, could be. I've been around Dark Side and TLS and probably not. What did they do, TC, or is that like secret? Please, confidential. The red-topped person. Number 2 stealer. What? Oh, it's fine. With crime and see, it's fine because I'll be monitoring that stuff anyway, so I'll find out about it eventually. Once I get my admin status, so I can actually do that. Just in case anyone happens to be listening. So right now I can't do that. So I'm just playing. TC, there was a remark earlier about your character's fashion sense. And how, oh no, wait, how awful it is. You put Ezekiel in a holding cell. For doing what? You can't just go around putting everyone in holding cells. You have to have done something. sure there will be no consequences whatsoever from doing that. A red top wearing thief. No idea what you're talking about. Causing mayhem officially? That's one of my favorite movies, Tombstone. Okay. So. Chief to struggle out enough. Get. Good. Raw mailbox. Jube on a stick. I don't know where to start, really. I'm just going to chop down a bunch of trees, I guess. Chop down a bunch of trees, start making hewn. There's not much else to do in the woods with an axe. How do I make hewn? Holy logging, Batman. How is someone at level 5 already? How is that physically possible? Have you just clicked trees since you logged in? Some people astonish me when they play games. Yes, carpentry table. They really love chopping wood. Sometimes I watch other people play games. I'm like, how do you physically progress that quickly? The redwoods? On the last couple of servers, we've protected those with global laws, so I'm not sure that would actually be possible. Yeah, if they're a lumberjack, but level 5? The server's only been up for like 2 hours. It only goes to 7. We've got 4 weeks. Just slow down a bit, you know? Yeah. Even 3 is kind of, you know, surprising. 5 is insane. They must have literally logged in, started chopping trees, and they haven't stopped. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a carpentry table. This is going to require a tier 1 room, isn't it? Yes. So we are going to have to make a little adobe hut. How much Adobe do I need to make an 18-meter cubed? Chat, do maths with me. What is the cube of 18? 3, right? Cube root. You know what I mean. Oh, cube root. Doesn't have to be that big. Try and work out how much, because I don't want to end up with like tons and tons of Adobe on my hand. So a 3x3x3 cube needs 5x5x5. So 25, 50, and another 30, 80. I need 80 Adobe. So we need 20. Which means we need D. So Minnie, what would you, if you transliterated the word from your language, what would it mean? Anyway, is there a... yeah, it's okay. I know a cube is a three-dimensional square. I know what a cube is. Square meters? But that was two-dimensional, though. Cubic meter makes sense. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's build a cube. I love cubes. So cubular. Square cube meters. Yeah, so we would say what's the cube, which means what's n times n times n. And then we would say the cube root, which is what's the cube root. More diggy? More diggy? Did it, yeah. Can't get used to the position of my keyboard. Oh, did I use that? Did I massively get my maths wrong? Yes, because I forgot the floor and the ceiling. Damn. So we need another 50. Wish they would. I can't believe they still haven't fixed this. Ghosts for the Adobe are so ridiculously transparent. You can barely see it. When it's dark, you basically have to guess. It's a long shovel. It is. Yeah. Right, this room is very, very temporary. Am I making a jail cell? No, I'm making a room so that I can make a carpentry table at work. So that I can make some hewn, so that I can then make a room out of hewn, so I don't have to ever touch Adobe ever again. This is the only time I'm going to use it. I'm literally just making a box. Just to make it work. Carpentry jail cell, exactly. Oh my god, Lucka. Did you hear about the ghost trying to lie his way out of the crime investigation? The detective... Read that one up. The detective saw right through him. That must be one of the oldest jokes ever. Thank you so much. It's too small, I'm gonna cry. 27. It's even bigger than I need. Why can I not get in? Right. Dowels. I forgot dowels. One hewn requires 2 dowel. Oh, but we get 16. Some. Oh, the apple disappeared as I was biting it. It's like I could do magic tricks. Like, whee! Oh no, 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 no. Yeah. It's a little bit unpredictable. Don't like those seeds. All right, there's my dowels. Basically, gonna make enough hewn that I can take this down. I might use the adobe to make a temporary dock. No. It's useful for parsing. Not a particularly good magician. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Okay. That's going to take a while. But I'm sorry, what? A participation trophy? Oh, no, I've seen these. Yeah, yeah. Took me a second to realize what it was. Large grain oats. You tried to frame it? Thank you so much. It's not even a lousy t-shirt. Probably give you splinters though. Ooh, tiki torches. Oh, I can make tiki torches. That's pretty cool. Remind myself of all the stuff I can make. Science is carpentry. It's a carpentry. Oh, latrine is carpentry. I can't make a toilet. It's annoying. Right, I'm sorry, trees. You're very pretty, but you're kind of going to be in the way, so... So annoying. When a tree falls on a stockpile, it's so annoying. Half the time you press E and open the stockpile, and then the rest of the time you accidentally pick something out of the stockpile. Where did you get yeeted to? It's warm from re-entry. Holy crap. You chop one tree. I am absolutely convinced. If you chop one tree down and it produces no debris because it doesn't hit the floor inside the timer, the next tree that you chop down gets both. It's the debris from the first tree and its own debris. Yeah, something like that, Dota, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you can kind of, if you think about it like that, you can kind of make sense. All right, so finished my dowels, so let us make some hewn. Make quite a lot of you. Well, I didn't mean to do this one, but okay. I don't want to do a double swipe. I just want a single swipe. Apparently you have to have a double swipe. I'm being attacked. Hello? Why am I being nudged? Can't quite see you, dear. Are you stuck in the ground? Why are you making the whole world shake? Is this like in World of Warships where like you're looking at something that rams an island? Yep, he's shaking the whole world. Does that help? No? What if I dig? Does that help? Are you free now? I think he's free now. Hey! I've made it to the lowly heights of level 2. You can now make benches and tables and fletching tables. They don't give me my stuff. I'm gonna take it from the freaking crime thing. So I'm gonna want to set up a shop here quite shortly. Yeah, I'm gonna take it from you. I don't care about the stuff. I care about the coin. I need to start thinking about like a layout. I'm going to start building a few. So it's going to be a boatyard. That's not very big. I'm going to need I think I might need to go and look at pictures of traditional Japanese houses and just get the kind of the idea of a shape. I am the world's worst creative builder. Case in point, although that's functional. I have literally made a cube. I just pray Grumbles doesn't see this. It's literally a cube. It's not even like cube-like. It is literally a cube. I'll never forget the first time I played, well, not the first time I played Eco, the first time I was sort of heavily involved in Eco was when I ran my own server. And I think it was my first time role-playing alongside Grumbles. I've been watching Grumbles for a long time. First time role-playing with him. And I was pretty new, although I'm not new to role-playing. I'm new to video game role-playing. And in tabletop, you don't do creative builds, and so I had no experience of it. And so it had never even occurred to me that there would be sort of artistic standards, I think is probably the best word, or expectations, artistic expectations in multiplayer roleplay in video games. And on my server, I built a big cube. In my defense, it was a factory, and factories are kind of cubic. But nonetheless, it was a big grey cube. And I remember at one point, I forget exactly how, but Grumbles basically took me to one side in character as Ivan. Pretty sure it's Ivan. And basically explained to me that we don't do that. We don't do that in roleplay games. Don't make cubes. I don't discriminate against shapes. They're space efficient, especially when the world is made of cubes. They tessellate quite well. Yeah, I don't know. Let me just have a quick... Sorry, the game sound's going to disappear for a second. Let me just have a look at some images. Traditional Japan is probably something for me to research overnight. Not in the game. Traditional Japanese house. Images. Okay. Oh, that would be cool. Like, yeah. Oh, that would be, yeah, not with the materials, but the shapes. So that's the ones that I'm looking at the moment, the two-tiered ones, the two-story ones. Each, so the top story has an overhanging roof. Then the floor underneath it also has its own overhanging roof. Yeah, that would be pretty cool and pretty easy to do. Even I can do that. Even I can put a ballerina skirt on a cube, because that's basically what that is. It's a cube wearing a ballerina skirt. Oh, I could make a... Oh. I forgot what they're called. I could make a tori. Oh, I should make a tori. We should definitely do that. Oh, that would look amazing at the entrance to the... Yes. Hello, Outlaw. How you doing? I'm just thinking of build ideas. I am knackered. I'm so sorry I wasn't around today. I was expecting this build, real life creative build, to take, I don't know, 8 hours. It took me 23. I am so tired. I'm gonna go to bed in a minute. I'm so tired. So apologies for not being around. I will be around the entire weekend. It's a lot more than 8. It's considerably more. I had massively underestimated, not the build time, but the destruction time. Like how long it would take to like break down my old build and then clean the space. The cleaning took forever, mainly because my vacuum cleaner broke. And so I had to clean everything by hand. And it was very, very grubby, because a lot of the furniture hadn't been moved. So scrubbing all that and like cleaning like the walls and stuff where they had a bit of mildew on them, that took a long time. And then after I'd done that, like 20 hours, I then had to put everything together, like build a new desk. It's a sit-stand desk, so it's quite complicated and very heavy. So now, and I finished 20 minutes before the server went live. I plugged in the last thing and made it work 20 minutes before the server went live. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. Outlaw, I'm going to if I set up a shop. I'm not sure if I'm going to get. I'm definitely not going to get to that today. I probably will get to it pretty early tomorrow. I'm just going to take money from the from that. No, from that, because I have nothing right now. Because I don't have the Stardust. So I will just give it to myself. Yeah, no, the admin is not a problem because I'm probably not going to need that for, I don't know, what, like 2-3 days at least. Because it's going to be a while before people start, he says, optimistically. It's going to be 2 or 3 days before people start to really get into doing the crime stuff because they're going to want to get settled. But I will definitely want to make a shop at some point, and I don't have the 600, so I'll grab that from there. But if you get around to it, that's fine. I'll see when I log in tomorrow, but I definitely don't need it right now. It's cool. I'm just going to be here in the woods, hating everything. My character hates all the foods. Oh, apart from beet seeds. He loves beet seeds. Yeah, no worries. If I log in like tomorrow and it's not done, I'll poke you. No worries. I do not need it right now. Yeah, if I do, okay. I'm trying to imagine it in that space. Yeah, oh, that would look amazing. Like a multi-tiered, fringe-roofed cube, basically. Maybe that's stepped upwards somehow. And then a dock with a torii gate. I wonder if I can make a torii gate out of hewn or adobe. Oh, if I make it out of adobe, I can paint it. Huh. Yeah, because then I can make the right shade of paint. Oh, that would be cool. I wonder if that would look any good. I might have to quickly pop into a solo game and see if I can figure out how to do that. That'd be cool. Then you could bring your boats in underneath the torii. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. What a mess. Oh man, the problem with the stage I've just reached just now. Now I need to replace the adobe room with hewn, so I can get rid of the adobe. The problem with doing that is that this adobe room is very temporary, just so I can make some hewn. But now I have the hewn, whatever I build next has the potential to become permanent. As much as I say, oh, I'll just build a hewn cube just so I can carry on making that. Nope, that's going to be there for 3 weeks. So I need to think about this kind of carefully, I think. Is that soil or is that clay? It's not clean built. Top tip, chat. If you don't like running around with the claim clipboard and you want to see it without the jank, do what I just did. It's so much nicer. Because then you don't have the rectangles like around the outside as you're looking at it. Outlaw, have a good dinner. I hope that today was not too stressful for you. What is this? Is it 4x4 or is it? Wonderful. It's a surprisingly small space. Postal should be good. Good, cool, nice. Yeah, it seems to have gone pretty smoothly, apart from that the little problem I'm reading about in the breakdown. Like performance is great. Performance is fine. I've seen no lag. I haven't voiced much, but the voice seems fine. So that's a good sign. Apart from this weird screen tear that I'm getting. So we'll figure that out. Graphics. Oh, is it maybe because I don't have V-Sync on? Syncs per frame. Yeah, no. No, I don't. No. Can we, no. I guess. Performance is okay. Maybe I get away with it. That's going to make it 140. Oh, no, it didn't. What? Oh, is this screen gone back to 60? Because yeah, it probably has. Hello, Paineyzor. How you doing? It's Outlaw. It was Outlaw. Outlaw is now nomming food. But I'm sure you will see a lot of Outlaw over the next few weeks. You are cold. You have a cold sore. You should probably put something on that. We were remarking earlier, Painzel, that you can't possibly be a real Geordie because you have said the words, I am cold. Come and roleplay with us. That'll make you forget the cold. Come and roleplay with. Come on. I know you want to. Your back hurts? Oh no. Is that because of the way you have to look at the screens and stuff? Because I worry about that with you. Because of the way you have to hold your head. Oh, yeah, Chaz fucked it. I'm standing up. Look, I can do pirouettes. I can do pirouettes. No, not even pirouettes. I can do plies. Look at me playing. I'm actually not playing. You can't see my feet. I'm not doing a real play. Let me do a real play. No, I know how to do a play. There we go. That was a real play. You thought that was sexy? Are you okay? You can feel a temperature gradient across your fingers. Oh, no. It's not that cold down here. It was. It has been. Today it's because we've got the storm coming. It's pretty warm. Whatever floats your boat, Ozma. Not gonna, as Tiger would say, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Your left pinky is numb. Your left ring finger is ow. Oh, I get that sometimes, yeah. Wait, one of my fingers just goes like, I'm gonna be freezing cold. Foxes sound, it's not quite realistic, but the foxes do sound like a dying woman. Which they do in real life, but not quite the same way. It's on the Windows side, I see. Single glazed? Ah, yeah, that's enough. It's not going to help. Have you got curtains? Because curtains help significantly. Heated, is that a thing? Is that actually a thing? Can you get heated? Can you get a can you get a heated mouse and a heated keyboard? Because if you can't, you're going to end up with one hot, sticky, sweaty hand, and one freezing cold hand. You broke your right hand little finger. How did you manage that? Hand warmers are a lie. I don't know. That was little. As a kid, well, not as a kid, as a, as a geology student, I used to use those the chemical ones that you reboil. So they have a little metal disc in them, and when you invert the disc, it kind of precipitates the reaction. I used those for quite a few years. They're very good. You can like reuse them like a couple hundred times. There are heated mice. Didn't like your suggestion of gloves. Yeah, when it's been very, very cold, I have worn my fingerless gloves with a mouse. With a keyboard, it's totally fine, but with the mouse, it makes it a tiny little bit difficult to hold on to. Shaky hand warmer next to you. Right, let's make a wheelbarrow. Why with the tool bench and the workbench is the thing that you want always in the other one? Boards. Would you trust a 15-pound heated mouse from Amazon? No. No, I would not. Particularly if it's sitting there heating itself while my hand isn't on it and I'm not watching it. No. I've watched enough Clive videos to know that that is a bad, bad plan. Anyone who has seen Clive on YouTube will know exactly what I mean. You get a free shiny blanket at the end, well, after your house burns down. The nice men in the big truck give you a nice shiny blanket. It has an off setting, but it's a 15-pound Chinese mouse from Amazon. Does the off actually work? Off actually connected to anything? Low is 38. High is 40. Yeah, 48 would feel pretty warm. I think 38 would be fine. Seeds. I found something that was delicious. It's a different seed. I now think two things are delicious. Beet seeds, and whatever this is. Oh my god, Venture Story has ruined my eco experience. Birch seeds, apparently I like. Put your mouse under the coffee. I think that's a recipe for spilling your coffee. Isn't it? These diagonally? That's cool. I thought I found out like a cave there, but it was an optical illusion. Right, I'm probably not going to go for too much longer. The plan for tomorrow, whenever I surface from my hopefully extremely long sleep, will be build the beginnings of a bit of a nice building. Empty. Get a little shop front set up somewhere. Very basic one on the beach. I won't be on there I won't be on there until February. You cannot make molybdo chalcos registers. That's it. That's it. I'm never playing ever again. You know what I could do though? I could patch that. I know how to do that. I can patch. If you want one, I can do that. I'm pretty sure. Because that's how I did the, that's how I fixed the clay mold mods that weren't working. They only worked with red clay. That's how, that's the same process essentially. Made a business one, cool. Why am I running backwards and forwards to the thing that has a wheel? The sound of eco. If there is one sound that evokes eco, it's that sound. Why is it in golden? Because I've got the flame overlay turned on. So in the map, be careful what you do with this on a roleplay server, because some of it might be considered meta. However, this isn't. So if you select something in the map, so I've got property select. If you look at the bottom here next to my shoulder, it says show overlay in main view. So if I come out, that's turned off. But if I go back into the map with property selected, and I say show overlay in main view, it will then show me my property without me having to have the claim tool in my hand. Super useful when you're trying to do like layouts, building like on your foundation, like just visualizing where it is without having to have that in your hand. Super, super useful. Because if you have your claim tool, as you're looking around at the ground, you get that like ghost rectangle everywhere. And it makes it very difficult to see. Whereas this is just sort of unchanging. And it makes it much more pleasant to look at. But that will work with any of these overlays, so just be a little bit careful on an RP server. Because if you, for example, use that to make it much easier to find things, that would not be okay. But something like that, totally fine. So yeah, I'm just using it to see where the edge of my property is. That was how you got banned from your last server. Yeah, you just think before you do things. Just think. Just think. What would Bodus do? Yeah. It's also everything's gold and it's pretty. Right, that's now flat. I think we need to get rid of this tree as well. I'm just trying to prepare the ground a bit for tomorrow. I kind of don't want to leave this cube though, so I need to make sure I've got enough hewn to recreate some kind of room, so that I don't have to. Oh, no one's gonna really see it. Really fun. I'll log in tomorrow to a DM. Holy crap. I'll log in tomorrow to a DM like, you built a cube. Yes, I did. In my country, very popular architectural paradigm. Cube. You mean I cannot build a cube? You insult my culture. Cube. just I would just come back and there'd just be a sign on the door. Cube. Just one word. Cuboid Sen. That's a big dream. I like these little tweaks they've made to the... Oh, shaky. Are you attacking me? I can't see you. I'm stuck again. I think felling trees is causing the animals to fall into the ground. But when they do that, create an earthquake. No, that's not what I want to do. Right, who's still on? So Bodus is Bodus is probably going to still be doing a really long stream. Lima's on. What are we going to rate? I would like supper and my bed. Too hungry to do that. Oh, go on. Always the house. I mean, temporary cube. I thought that playing a video game standing up would be weird. And it was, initially. Now feels completely natural. Can't believe how quick that was. I just had a moment where I remembered that I'm standing up. It feels so good. I can't tell you how good this feels. Standing is the new sitting. Well, sitting is the new smoking, for sure. So we've quit that. Because that was not doing us any favors. Alright, so let's do. Let's queue up some here. Still, I haven't quite got used to where my keyboard is though. This door is driving me nuts. I already have an underdesk treadmill, but you can hear me right now. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm gonna try and find a way to make it work. Definitely fits under the desk. Problem is making it easy to put it somewhere when I'm not using it. Is the problem with where I put this desk. It makes everything else amazing, but the one thing that I can't do is have the treadmill under my feet, and then when I'm not using it, push it like under the desk, because the other side of the desk is where I walk backwards and forwards to go from the kitchen to upstairs. And if I have to move it more than a few inches, I'm not going to use it. So it needs to be simple. I need to get it down and see if it will rest on its side, because if it rests on its side, then I can just lay it down. And when I finished, put it back up again. It might fit sideways, yeah. To test it out. I haven't had time yet. But that is definitely a plan. Standing here, walking slowly, as long as it doesn't come over the mic too much, would be amazing. Think how many, even just crawling. You know, a week's worth of streams. Just think how many kilometers that would be. All right, let's queue some of this up, I guess. Well, I have a treadmill. I have that already, but linking up to the computer, I don't know, like how. This is a pretty powerful PC. I'm not sure. I mean, you can work it out. It's just physics. How fast would you have to run on a treadmill? Generate like 900 watts, which is probably what this PC pulls at full, full tilt. Pretty fast, I would guess. How fast can I run right now? Not very fast. Well, I could run probably quite fast briefly. I used to run. Like I used to sprint. I used to be a sprinter. That was a long time ago. Exactly, Stockton. Exactly. It's a step in the right direction for sure. Right. I feel myself getting tired. So, what? To a point where I'm too tired. So, we are gonna leave this mess here for now and hope that no one comes by and goes like, what the hell is this? But frankly, everyone's camps look like this right now. Apart from Mitt. I guarantee Mitt's already got like a 10-story glass skyscraper. Because that's just what he do. Let's have a look. So we have, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll introduce you to a page that you can go to if you want to carry on watching DRP when the streamers you normally watch aren't around. So if you go to dimworld.net, there is a menu item at the top that says community. And if you go there, do I have screen share on this scene? No, I do not. If you go to dimworld.net/community, you will see on that page, which I'll put in chat, a list of all the streamers who are currently live on this server. So, or at least streamers who've signed up who are currently live. So, Cletus, me, Bodis, Lima, Blusvecchia, there's someone here I don't know, Blusvecchia, DM Walking PE, Genuine Cowboy, Mitt, Arkanras, Black Point Dilf, Scooty Puff Jr., Mic'd Up Gaming, Mythar, Mama Goat, and Massic are all streaming this right now. So if you want to carry on, you want to like surf around and watch different people, everyone should have DRP or Dimworld or something in their title, so you should make it nice and easy to find. But if you can't spot someone immediately, maybe go to dimworld.net/community and you might be able to find someone. Right now, I think we'll go and see Lima. Look out for someone who's talking. Can you build a massive tree house? I could, but it doesn't really go with the character. But yeah, you can. However, on this server, we have some quite strict building regulations. So you could do it, but you would have to make sure that the structure met the building regulations. We have some building rules that are designed to make sure that structures look realistic. And a treehouse would be challenging under those rules, but not impossible. Yes, no, you can do that. I've seen on my server a few years ago. One of the players built a treehouse restaurant thing around a giant redwood, which was very cool. But I had no such restrictions. Right, let me open the stream. I don't know what time I'm going to be on tomorrow because I don't know how long I'm going to need to rest for because I am very tired physically and mentally. So I'll be on when I'm on tomorrow. But obviously I will ping out. There we go. Thank you very much for YouTube for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow. All these streams will go onto YouTube as long as I remember to go live, as well as Twitch. So feel free to hang out where you are, but I'm going to say good night to you, YouTube.